Yep. Oh.
What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Samuel Nicholls, and I came top 64 at UK Nats.
With?
Branded.
And why'd you pick Branded?
It's a great deck. It's very resilient. You get a lot of follow-up by having things engrave. You have opening protected fusion monsters from blowing up your board from Mitsu, and people aren't expecting board breakers. They're expecting them to hand trap a bajillion times. So it's just a really good pick for this event. Yep. Unfortunately, though, I went X2-1 and bubbled out of top 32. It's fine, though. And I think it was a really good experience playing this deck.
Okay, let's go.
Right. We have Albaz's 3. Some people play 2. Don't think that makes any sense because just the capacity for Bistals in this format is too much and you don't want to lose any Albaz. They're all different rarities as well, just a note. 2 Albion, you don't need more than 2 Albion. I think having 2 is fine. It's really nice to have the draw though. I've had a lot of times where I've drawn to really good cards like my Breakers or Super Poly, and it just makes it really, it's increased the consistency of the deck. Does play into draw, but you don't lose to draw anyway. Cartesias, only need 2. You don't need 3. 2 Quem, this is a brick, but you side out one of it going second. You need both of it going first, just because. 3 Luba, very, very standard. A Luba's great, a Luba's broken. Normal summon, grab Brand of Fusion. It's your entire combo. It's 1 card of Lad, which ends most boards. Bistals, 1 mag, 2 Saurnier. I didn't have another Saurnier on hand, so I had to change my list, and I had a Shiren instead. I would replace this for the 3rd Saurnier because this is just better to send off Branded High Spirits and send off Branded Opening. Shiren was a brick most of the time, but there were occasions where I made Drake's Despia with it.
Nice.
Rebellion, it's necessary.
Self-explanatory, yep.
Yep. Hand traps, we're playing Fuas. Fua's great, Fua draws you so much stuff. If they let you draw, you've got enough, even if it's just engine, to crack someone's board.
If this resolves, you win. As soon as you get to 7 cards, you win.
Yeah, you just win.
Cannot lose.
3 draw.
Yep.
Draw's great. Just skips people's turns. Even decks that shouldn't lose to draw will just lose to draw because they'll play into it. So many decks today have just been drawn and passed. So it's not bad. High Spirits.
Yep.
Card's broken. Card is really the best thing to ash in this deck, bar Brand of Fusion, because it's just crazy.
Yep.
It gives you a fusion monster engrave, it searches, and it comes back every other turn. It's just lovely.
The amount of times you loop that is insane.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Spike for lending me this really ugly American Super.
Yep, shout out Spike.
Yeah, 100%. Good opening.
Oh, wait, Hero Lives. Yep.
Yeah, this card's great. Gets you to the strat off the deck. So you can just keep this engrave. You stop yourself getting Mirror Karma blown up. It's brilliant.
Yep.
Your fusion monsters can't die.
3 different rarities?
3? No. 2 different rarities. Only one's.
Oh, only 2. Okay, my bad.
Brand of Fusion.
Yep.
Yeah, I resolve.
Self-explanatory.
I resolve this. They say you may resolve it, and then I know I've won.
Yep.
This is resolved twice, and it was the same match. Otherwise, it just hasn't resolved. It's ridiculous. Loss.
This is what makes your deck broken.
This card makes it so broken. You open this Super Poly, this and Brand of Fusion. You can't Wave King my Brand of Fusion under this, so it just wins. And then searching and whatnot. There's a really ugly line you can do when you have Banishment against Malice. If you have Banishment summon while they have 2 bodies, as Chain Link 1, you can banish 3 Malice bodies off the field, get a Lost effect, get Starving Venom or Garura or Mud Dragon or whatever, and then they can't summon the stuff back, so they lose the Malice bodies forever, essentially, to the banish power. Branded Red, this card's just great. You make Garden Chimera with it, pop people's spores, pop people's back rows, and get draws.
Yep.
This resolved once against Malice, and they just scoop their turn afterwards because they didn't have enough bodies.
Yep.
Forge Burial, I'm playing this over Gold Sark because it's just more versatile, especially seeing as I'm playing Shiren. So it just comes an extra copy of Fusion that recycles my materials.
It's just a rotor for Stratos, right?
It's just a rotor for the Stratos of the deck.
Yeah, emergency call, mate.
Fusion deployments.
Another Hero Lives.
Yeah, it is. This is my favourite breaker. I saw an Albaz off this. People get scared because I go Albaz, no effect, Super Poly, and just get rid of their board. Great card. I found myself thrusting for it more often than I thrust something like Talents because it just gets you to Cartesia, and Guignol is a hell of a card. 3 thrust, just mandatory with the Talents.
Yep.
Cool buy, Saki one off.
Yep, Saki one off.
Got the Goo, got Tragedy, and then you got 3 Super Polys.
It's the package, yeah.
These have just been put together because I've had games today where I have normal summon Tragedy, Super Poly the board away, and then get Alaba or get Quem or whatever.
What board?
So against the Mitsu Riser board, which is Destinator, Mirakuma, I think, set, you normal summon any Despia monster, activate Super Poly, and fuse into Proskemion, and it just wipes their entire board. So they're forced to use prayers.
It even beats Eclipse Twins, right?
It does, because as soon as they activate Eclipse Twins, you go Proskemion effect, summon back the Destinator, and then you can equip something like Tragedy back from the grave, and then whenever you detach it, you can trigger the effects on their turn, or you can send it, banish it for its secret effect to add back a branded spell.
Nice.
It's just really, really useful. Super Poly is the MVP of this deck, though I only opened it a couple of times. Every time I did, I won.
Cold.
I got recursion, don't know why these are in here. These are down here, but yeah, 1 Merc, 1 Kit, recursion. 3 traps.
Yep.
This is great. I think Retribution's on the field set effect came up twice today to negate Maiden. You just do this, you go about, they think they're safe on 1 Maiden in battle phase, you just flip Retribution on them and it blows up. Fusion is just
necessary for thrust package,
It
right?
is. You only play another second copy of this in the side deck, you don't need to play 3.
This is the broken one.
Banishment is crazy, it banishes cards, as the name implies, but it just cracks the entire Mitsu board if they let you get that far, and it just cuts off all their follow-up. I found myself banishing people's Futsu more often, so yeah, and after that they just lose, you're always playing on the back foot.
So what, it also beats Malice under Lost, right?
It does beat Malice under Lost, as explained earlier.
It's really clean.
It is a
Yeah.
really good card.
Yeah. Can't trigger.
You got side deck, Raigeki.
Yep.
Usually-
This is for what, dealing with Caesar?
Yep, you just need to play power spells. You need 3 to deal with onboard things like
Yeah.
Caesar and Baguska. I'm so scared of Baguska because I'm not running Droplet in this
Vanity's
deck.
Fiend?
I'm not talking about that. I got Lanced along with I couldn't really do much. It was game 1 as well. Why's got that there? But yeah, you just need power spells to draw into. I was originally debating not to draw Lightning Storm because you can't really thrust for it. You'll have something on board and then they'll use a monster negate, so it kind of comes dead. But because I'm playing Full Loss, I might as well play it just for the chance that I draw into it. If it's dead in hand, I'll just discard it, so it doesn't matter too much.
Nice.
Sanctum.
Yep.
For the
Self-explanatory. Yep.
Sanctum, Mischief, Fusion, Duplication. These are
Self-explanatory.
all really necessary.
Just good cards.
Yep.
2 turn skips and a really good extender.
This just didn't come up at all.
Didn't come up.
I didn't actually play against much Mitsu Rigel, and I just didn't win die roll against them, so I didn't have a chance really to go first.
You went second a lot, didn't you?
I didn't win a die roll all of first day, and the only time I won die roll was day 2, round 11 against Mitsu. And even then, it's just, I rolled a 2, he rolled a 1 on a d20, so, we take it, though. Lanciers.
Yep. Self-explanatory. Different rarities. Gold.
Yeah,
Gold rare.
Gold rare Lancier.
Gold
It's
rare.
ugly as hell, but
Gold
it's really funny
rare.
to slam down.
What the
I just
hell?
sacked Malice, I opened Lancier twice.
Cold.
Perulias, you just need it to beat Rigel if you do it, because Rigel's still a tough matchup for you.
Yep.
It's just a good card. I want to draw cards. You got Masquerade, Starving Venom. Starving Venom's your banishment target post side, because banishment only summons level 8 or hires. So don't forget that. Don't get cheated by that. This card's great because if they ever trigger Mirakuma to come back, you can blow up their board as well. It's really good. Masquerade scares people. They can't play through this half the time, and it comes back as well. Just doesn't have its damaging effect. Extra deck. It is very, very basic.
Very standard. Yep.
Very standard, bog standard. 2 Albion, Clad, Rimbrum, Mirror Jades. Don't cut this down to 1. Doesn't make any sense. Always play 2. You're going to need it in grind game. Siding patterns generally are to take out a Mirror Jade for a Masquerade or a Mirror Jade for a Starving Venom, depending on what matchup you're playing against.
Nice. Okay.
But generally the lad comes out post turn 1 anyway. So it's fine. This card's broken. This card just ends people's turns. You banishment, summon back Albion.
This is the what? How many negates? 3 negates.
There's a 3 mandatory Omni negates. But people will debate that you can't activate the effects of Lost, but it's an effect, not an activation.
Yeah.
So
This is an activation, only activation of effects. Lost as a continuous effect.
So your board off just 1 Alaba will be Mirror Jade, Mirror Jade, a copy of Lubellion, and Branded Banishment set, and Lost. So Branded Banishment will summon back Albion, fuse off into Light and Darkness, and you get the Search from the Courier.
Nice.
It just means that this doesn't get ogred, and it just feels really, really clean, seeing as you have 2 potential pass off 1 card. And it doesn't actually, it plays, you can make this without the Mirror Jade to beat Fua, just Brand of Fusion for Albion, and then tribute over the Albion with Libellion, and just set the banishment pass. This is enough to beat some boards anyway. You got the guy himself, Proskenion.
Yeah, it's broken super poly target versus Ryzel for this deck specifically.
Yeah, super poly targets are just so good.
Poly targets.
Yeah,
Cold, Garura,
yeah,
Mud
it's
Dragon.
great.
Self-explanatory.
Put upon, it's just
This for Sharon.
it's just necessary to play under Sharon. I'm not going to cut it at any stage, but it's just good to have a negate. It works really well against synchro decks as well, because you just target the star becomes level 1 permanently as long as there's a predator counter on it.
Yep.
Chimera, self-explanatory, you need it for red to pop things and you get the draw.
This is for back row decks, right?
Yep, and then just things you play.
Just standard. Yeah.
Just standard stuff. I don't know why that's separated from the other Albion fusions, but you know, it just is.
Yep.
Gwigglon is one of the best cards in the deck. You send it to the grave through Lost, and on your turn you either get a Proskenion or a Quem out, so you can always continue playing no matter what. It's just so good as a card.
Cold. Alright.
And yeah.
Any shout outs?
Shout out Team Burger. We all had a great time. I think it was really good to have testing beforehand. Shout out Spike for lending me the Brandon High Spirits. Shout out Darwin for talking to me before the event and convincing me to play the back row removal. I initially wasn't playing it, but I think it came in so clutch to have, especially against back row decks. It is the UK after all.
Darwin the GOAT.
Yeah, that is the GOAT. And shout out to everyone who I just met at the event. Had a really nice time. And yeah, hopefully I will be back next year, perhaps playing the same Brandon deck. So yeah.
Alright.